Today I'm opening a birthday present and I want to give a shout out to Keith a Little for sending me money through my PayPal link so that I could buy this. It's from the Climbing Fig Garden Store and I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. Okay, it looks pretty vague. I'll show you things one by one. So no, I did not buy a whole box full of packing peanuts. Let's get that out of the way first thing. Wow, I'm just realizing how weird this looks like on camera without context. On and... Oh? Are you gonna sit here? You're interrupting, babe. No. So as you guys know, I do a bit of bonsai, both as a hobby and as a job. Not doing that in lockdown at the moment though, so I've been working on my own plants, and I've also been doing like, you know, veggies and stuff because Mikey did the Discovery Garden thing, and like it's just turned into this out of control hobby. So I've been playing with plants a lot, and that's what this is about. Now, especially since I've started working in bonsai, I've become a bit more critical of like bonsai things out there. So when I saw this in Bunnings, I kind of had to have a go at it, and it was going all right. I do have like video diaries of this that I have not gotten around to editing. Like there must be like 3 years worth of them now. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? But yeah, so they were going fine, but then they had an aphid attack and I tried to treat them and it seemed to, I don't know, it was tricky, and I may have killed them by loving them too much. And so I think they're all dead because by now they should be coming back to life out of winter dormancy, and that's not happening. So I thought, damn, I've killed the jacarandas. I don't want to buy a whole new kit. I'm going to go and find somewhere that can sell me some jacaranda seeds. Of course, that led to me getting a little bit out of control. And when I added up all the seeds in my cart, it turned out to be pretty much exactly the amount that Kiefer Little sent me. And I thought, this is going to be the birthday present. So let's have a look at the seeds that I ended up getting. So of course I did get my jacaranda seeds. That was the first one that I looked for before I got carried away. And like what's really cool, like they've put the seeds in these envelopes, and they've got like all the information about when to plant it, which is actually more detailed than what you usually get at Bunnings. So I'm really happy for that, and maybe I'll have some more success. I've also read that jacarandas don't like to be watered too much and don't like too much fertilizer, and that might have been part of the problem. Although I did spray twice for aphids because I didn't manage to kill them all the first time, and maybe the second time is when I didn't do it right. I've been learning more about pests, but I'm not really at the same level as my boss, so yeah, we'll see how I go with these. Now, I'm not going to open the seeds and show you because I don't really want to lose them around my room. Like, there's enough mess here as it is. But yeah, it comes with 20 seeds, so hopefully I'll be able to get a jacaranda to work and turn it into a bonsai. I mean, I've done it also from like, I just bought a tiny little jacaranda once and tried to, I'm pretty sure that's what it was, and tried to turn it into a bonsai, but that was back when I was a bit more neglectful, so it didn't work out. But you know, I'll give these a go. And also these guys, they do free postage, I think, because you could just send these as a letter. So if I can't get these to work, I can easily just ask them for more, and it's not too expensive, which is really good. The next one I got is a Wisteria, and this is probably the most terrifying one for me because they were a bit more on the expensive side and you only get 5 seeds in there, so I'll see how they go. But if I can get them to grow, they're really pretty, and this is like proper Wisteria. And I don't know, seeing my sensei, she also does ikebana, and seeing some of that, I'm just like, imagine if I could grow them. Next up, I got 2 different kinds of maple. Now my bonsai boss, he says maples are actually kind of tricky in Sydney's climate, so I don't know how well these will go. Like, I've tried Japanese maple before. Mum had like a Japanese maple sort of forest setting, and yeah, we didn't do so well. Although now I'm paying more attention, so maybe we'll do better. But yeah, I'm sort of prepared for these to maybe not work, but I want to try. And also there's 2 different varieties, so if one doesn't work, maybe the other will. And yeah, I'll be really excited if I can get them to work. Now, we've also had trouble with Trident Maples, but my current Trident Maple, I've managed to get it through a few winters, and like right now it's putting out new leaves, and I'm pretty excited that I haven't killed that. So if I've done okay with a Trident Maple, let's try Japanese Maple, 2 different kinds, and cross fingers, I might crack the code for my area. But yeah, apparently Sydney is not the easiest place to grow Japanese Maple. My boss says, yeah, it's difficult, but let's give it a go. And finally, I've got 2 packets of native Australian plant seeds. This one's a flowering gum, but it's like with red flowers, which I've not seen in my area, or if I have, I haven't recognized what it is. So I think that could be really interesting. And then this one is callistemon, so that's like a bottle brush, if I'm not getting things confused. And yeah, so like my very first bonsai videos that I put on YouTube were when I was doing the HSC. I did actually film those in 2006, but I didn't get on YouTube until a couple of years later. And my high school project was about bonsai with native Australian plants, which my sensei, she's really into. And so, I've sort of had that fascination, and also me being half Japanese and half European Australian, whatever, white Australian. To me, like that sort of fusion of like Australia and Japan, the Australian plants with the Japanese art form, like it's kind of me culturally. So, yeah, I just thought I'd really like to try these. And just see what I can do. And I've never grown these from seed. And then also with the bottle brush, like this thing has 100 seeds. So I figure out of all the ones, this is the one that I have the most chances to get right. So I'll give that a go. Now you might also have noticed I've got two different color schemes going on. So with the maple, the two different maples and also the Australian natives, they're all red flowering plants, whereas the jacaranda and the wisteria purple flowering plants. I didn't really plan that. It's just when I was going through, those were the ones that caught my eye, and I thought, and I also showed them to Mum, and she's like, yeah, that's really cool. I don't think she realized I was actually going to buy them, and now, like, I kind of hope I do fail a little bit, because if they all germinate, I've got too many plants as it is, and I'm starting to turn into a mini nursery. Like, I'll have to start giving plants away or selling them. I don't know, get a little market stand, when that comes back, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all these plants, guys. Like, you haven't seen my gardening diaries, and it's just out of control, and now I'm gone and done this. But I don't know why. I don't understand why plant hobby is working out for me, because, like, I've never really. I mean, plants are interesting, and I like their persistence, and, like, when we're dead, they'll grow out of our corpses. Like, humanity will be gone, and plants will just take over all our roads and, like, everything. So there's that morbid kind of thing. But, yeah, what is the fascination with plants? Because I'm not so into bonsai that I would join bonsai clubs and get really obsessed with all the technicalities. I'm just not like that. I probably should, but my boss is teaching me what I need to know, and that's enough for me. I don't have that obsession with it to go deeper, if that makes sense. But I am, at the moment, managing to at least maintain the plants that I have and, make more progress than I used to. Like, I definitely have learned stuff working with my boss. One thing that I've wondered is maybe, like, I work best when I have external deadlines, and plants, like, my music, right? When it's just me, I can procrastinate because I'm the only person that, I'm really letting down. Like, maybe I've got some fans waiting for me to release some stuff, but ultimately the deadlines are up to me. Now, when I have a band with band members, they're imminently waiting for me to do stuff, and, like, I'm ruining everything if I don't work hard. And so that helps me actually make more music. And same if I'm at uni and I have to write music for uni and I have a deadline because otherwise I'll fail the course, that helps me do stuff. And so I wonder with plants, like, plants do not stop growing, right? So if you suddenly decide to be lazy and procrastinate, they're going to punish you by dying. And so maybe that's why the plant hobby is working out, even though I'm not, like, hugely, like, obsessed with plants. Although buying all these, maybe I will become obsessed with plants, who knows? But yeah, I do wonder if that sort of external deadline thing is a big part of why plant hobby's working for me. But yeah, so those are the seeds. What about the rest of the stuff? Well, here's a couple of pencils. And what's so special about pencils? Like, it's just a black and white pencil, right? Well, supposedly these are permanent pencils and they can write on plastic. And I've got so many pots out there, and some of them, when I plant something in that, I don't necessarily remember what they are. And with the Woolies Discovery Garden thing, like, they have these little paper, like, cardboard tags that you pop out of the little case that they come in. They're just these little cardboard things. You pop them out and you put them in. But after a while of watering them, they kind of melt away. And so I'm like, I need a better way to know what I'm planting. And in the past, I got these jumbo paddle pop stick kind of things, little wooden things, and wrote on them in permanent marker and stuck them in. But over time, because they're made out of wood, they decay as well. And I'm just like, I need a better way. So black pots, I use the white pencil and can just write on the side. I'm going to try it. If it works, that'll be really cool and really convenient so that I know what I'm planting, because I've got so many things to plant. Just did some cucumbers for mum. It's a bit early in the season, but I thought, hey, we've had some warm weather, I'll try. And then the black ones. So that's going to be going with these. I got some plastic tags. I got, I think, like 88 because they sold them in weird numbers. Like the small lot was maybe, I don't know, like 20 or so, and then suddenly it jumps up to 88, and then after that it jumps up to like 600 or something, and I was just like, I think 88 will do me. If I'm doing more than that, then I have a serious problem. But yeah, so I'll try it with the pencil. Like maybe I could use permanent marker as well, but I thought I'll try the pencil. You know, it's interesting. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's why I have these huge handfuls of. Anyway, so this is my crazy hobby at the moment, is working with plants, and one of these days I really need to sit down and edit the hours of footage from the past 3 years of my plant diaries, but I have no idea how I'm going to present it, because I don't think you guys want to watch, like, you know, every few weeks an 8-minute video of me going around explaining all the tiny little things that have happened since last time and what I've done. I was trying to keep it to like veggies separate from bonsai, but at some point I just ended up doing both together, and yeah, and then the way that I film it, to edit it in such a way that you could see one plant's development would just be such a pain in the butt. So it's just me like, here's this day, here's all the plants, here's another day, here's all the plants. And so like, I'm not going to do 8-minute videos like just posted, because you guys will get so annoyed with me, like worse than my ant videos. But you know, do I do it as a massive like 2-hour thing that'll take forever to upload to YouTube? Maybe not. Maybe I do it in half-hour chunks, or I don't know. And I don't even know if you guys care that much about my plant hobby, but it's a thing that I'm doing. Anyway, so yeah, thank you, Kiefer Little, for facilitating this out-of-control hobby for me, and at some point, hopefully I will show you what's become of it all. Now, yes, I am wearing eyeliner because I've been filming Punk Rave Australia today, so that's the next thing I need to edit, and yeah, oh my gosh, so much going on. Like, how am I busy? It's lockdown. And yet somehow I constantly feel like I've got things to do. Oh my god. But I've been getting out and, you know, well, did I go for a walk today? I did. I went for a walk before doing Punk Rave Australia. Wow. Like, I'm waking up earlier. I'm being a bit better about going to bed earlier, and it's helping me wake up. Like 9 o'clock seems to be around the time that I wake up now, whereas it used to be 10 o'clock. So I'm improving, although when does daylight saving switch over? Because I think that's when I'm going to have a problem, because I think you have to wake up earlier anyway, and that's not going to be fun. But hey, it's lockdown. I'm doing the best that I can with it. Not that I would do a whole lot differently, but there are some things, like filming Punk Rave Australia today was difficult just because I don't have my usual space. I actually filmed in here, so that'll be interesting, different way to see those videos. But yeah, I should stop rambling and get on with it. Also, thank you everyone for sending me the birthday wishes. Yeah, I mean, I suppose some people get upset about birthday lockdown, but for me it's been alright. I've had some good things going on. Me playing with the pink elastic. Anyway, yeah, I'll get on to all the things, and I will see you. Probably the next video will be Punk Rave Australia, unless that gets delayed somehow.